Earth line to the rescue for purer skin. Now, during the Earth energetic season, blemishes, acne, toxicity, and enlarged pores tend to be exacerbated. The following is a regimen for proactive skin detoxification. First, Earth Element Toner. After cleansing, use this toner with essential oils of lemon, eucalyptus, lavender, peppermint, niaouli, rosemary, and thyme. Second, Day Cream Earth for purifying, normalizing the skin with Earth Day Cream with soothing millet extract and rosemary extract to improve overall complexion. Number 3, the Night Cream Earth. Again, richer than the Day Cream. This treatment cream is more potent with zinc gluconate, known to be beneficial in the alleviation of acne. Earth Yellow Clay Mask. Number 4, naturally colored and infused with essential oils. This ever moist mask facilitates removal of toxins and normalizes the skin. It's optimum to use Earth Element Phytothere before applying the clay mask. Just a few drops helps bring clarification to the skin and assists you with emotional balance as well.
Follow for more or gain insight to add energy medicine to your healing practice. Go ahead and visit tonyadee.tv/phyto-5 or email info@tonyadee.tv, and I will see you on the other side. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic being.
Inshallah, ashe. As always, it is a Freaky Friday, more freaky than normal. But divine wills, blessings to you and for you, 300 plus magical energetic beings. Are we going to hit the 444 this month? I feel like I'm at a stalemate in my angel numbers. Just share the excitement with your friends along with other like-minded virtual musers. Welcome to my show. Either way, thank you for joining. So love is in the air, self-love that is. And one of the keys to access our heart's desires is by actually loving ourselves, inside to the outside and outside to the inside. Investing in our own self-love. This investment has zero restrictions. So with that, turn on the notification bell. Go ahead and hit that white rabbit. Do so right now. It's the only way that we can actually make certain that this algorithm will give each and every one of us the nutritional quotient that we all deserve, heartfelt, especially on today, a value quotient, optimistic value, and the love quotient by divine design. So while we're waiting for people to hop onto the live, listen to the replay, tune in the afternoon or whatever timeline you happen to be on, the way we love ourselves is the way the world loves us in return. In doing so, this is an optimistic love quotient. It can only bring more excelling abundance, the rabbits, to what we heartfelt value in our life on our stage. So we energetically, all of these aspects, all of these energy bodies even, our heart center, our most valuable asset, right? So do you treat yourself as if it is so? With the moon navigating through the season of Taurus and joining the sun, bouncing through different thread lines, crossing the great awakener, if you will, in the season of manifesting our self-value. So you may not really know what's actually happening. Like seriously, I really don't know what's happening. I'm just holding faith. And the universe is working in my flavor. I just am trusting that, and you should too. And you may not even be sure what to think either, with Mercury going off on holiday. So we're kind of bouncing around in these little thought molecules, bubbles. However, you will for sure be beaming love of yourself, self-love throughout the entire day. So with our mind off on holiday until mid-May, in the season of Earth season, our thoughts may be in the slow build, taking one thought at a time, which would be great, producing a more productive way of thinking, ideas, holding one idea at a moment. For our universal highest, greatest goodiness. So the slow build is going to be hitting my North Node. So there's some Taurus curious minds out there already. With that, welcome to my show, my virtual medicine room. My name is Tonya Dee. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. YouTube, where you're probably tuning in. And or otherwise, my Tonya Dee Musing with Tonya Dee Podcast. The season of Taurus, the Earth Star, Nature Empathy, along with the Shamans Portal, one of my favorites. I'm going to be doing a live interview next week with Juliana Whitlow, a Claire Mind. You can Google that. And our heart. But before I go any further, once again, I love giving a shout out to the village, the tribe, the growing village, entering the community of new peeps, my new friends and guests, new subscribers. Welcome to the show. I just like to give a validation, a voice of acknowledgement that I do see you and I do hear you. So again, welcome to the show. And of course, those of you that do tune in later. But again, my intention is to hit 444 peeps by month's end. So share with your friends, your like-minded groups and whatnot to join the show, the Conscious River Streams. And again, people that have been part of my show since the beginning, it really does take a village, a tribe, a community. We're trying to build a community here. Gratitude and blessings for you. And thanks for always joining me in. And again, if you do tune in later on whatever timeline you're in, and a comment if you do feel like you need a message for your day. I did not pull one for the weekend, by the way. Sharing is just another way for paying it forward. You can also find me on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and whatnot. Just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic reflecting assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we're having energetic hiccups, trivial pursuits in this thing called life, and we do need an otherworldly life coach assistant to see things a little differently, myself included, by the way, to get us out of our own magical way so that our light does shine brighter. There's no reason to dim our star. The Daily Snippet, what's this all about? Well, I like to navigate the planet insights, the cosmic dance. By design, I do follow the lunar energies, the moon through the seasons and the gates. I have a great one open today, so I kind of want to highlight that. It's activated this morning, a few hours ago. But for the season of Taurus, we do have the Earth Star, our 10th energetic center online. So this is all things nature. And are you a nature empath? If you're not sure what your intuitive gifts are and your psychic abilities, go ahead and take my Change Your Star quiz. I do have the link in the show notes there. To find out your intuitive gift order and your psychic ability, we usually have more than one. Most of them are actually kinesthetic at different energetic centers, like percolating and bubbling through time and space. But we are kind of raising the drawbridge. We're creating sacred space for our own inner value system, our own internal self-worth with our heart center today. What does the heart have to say? And I did say this yesterday, and it really stands true for today as well. It really is about no more pissing on the treasure. And you, my friend and guest, you are the treasure. You are the gift. We're all a gift. We are creating with co-creator. You are worthy. We are valued. We are doing an install today of scaling self-love, raising the Richtor scale, if you will. And the elementals, the 4 pillars, I do a mystery guest on Sundays. 4 pillars chart with the elementals, usually our elemental foundation. Finding our useful ingredients as this time travels, right? In a weird way, but it's also fluid. Along with the subtle energies, the chakras, the energetic centers, kind of what I go with, and the pathways, the channels. We do have a yin yang earth kind of memoir happening today. I'll get into a little later. But as a reflector, I follow and cleanse my auric fields, and I'm always asking myself, is it the right time, and am I with the right people? What am I seeing that no one else can see? And what is the movement, more importantly, that I am creating? And what is the solution that I'm creating within my own personal movement? So we do have the heart, the thymus, and our bones, the endocrine system that are kind of the wisdom of our bones, the stones. You're going to feel that in the 10th energetic center, kind of ancestral kind of energy. But with our mind off on holiday in the season where things kind of slow down and we're kind of navigating, plowing the fields one step at a time, I would say aerating, if you will. Great things are going to start to take form when we take our time and we add love into what we are creating authentically. So the way you love yourself is the way the world loves you. It's the Mobius strip, actually. So are you giving yourself the love quotient, the value of self-love down to the core of your authentic heart and into your inner child or the opposing forces? And what's the value of love that you do give yourself? Some of us give ourselves the middle of the road, ordinary, end of the road kind of love, where others are in the chocolate factory with Johnny Depp, rich in that divine chocolate, opening up our third eye. Not too much though, right? It's just hitting that sweet spot. So you may see throughout the day this unveiling of your own chocolate. What does your chocolate look like? Is the love you give yourself rich chocolate, or is it the old run-of-the-mill? So as we begin to get a pure read on our own inner child, our emotional field, that childlike wonder, the heart center. So if you feel less than, feelings of like sadness, depression, grief, loneliness, just imagine a self-love graph, if you will. So where's the line on your heart's chart? That's going to indicate how much time or energy or both that you have been investing in your own by divine sign, your heart. So this is often very difficult. It's a very challenging. There's no need to kind of blame or restrict the flow into the outer world for how you may be feeling. So we're kind of choreographing in the inner will of our own pure relationship within ourselves. So anything that you may be feeling in this moment, at the moment, throughout the day, that's a result of how we have been treating our own heart, enlightening it. Maybe you got just an image right then of what your heart looks like. So as we move throughout the day, looking at your love graph of yourself by divine design, where does your heart, along with your inner child, that emotional, energetic field, require some self-time, more energy from you, more nurturing energy, time and energy? It's not about going out on a shopping spree or out doing all of your essentials. It's the graph of our own inner self-love in these moments, these little baby steps, these little moments and movements of emotional love, that quotient. So how you are when you are with yourself, when you're on the way out for that shopping spree, out for whatever essentials you're out doing, where can you really raise the bar on your graph, the Richtor scale? Are you able to figure out where you can invest more quality time and energy into loving yourself, your inner child, beyond the Richtor scale? We want to magnitude that to a higher elevation. It's like, what is your love of self? What's that algorithm? That's kind of where we're at. So just a few announcements as we get going down the graph here. What do I got? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Thank you. The season of the witches. Oh, wrong one. I knew I was going to do that. The season of the witches, the Imaginal Realm with Amber Tark. Have you tuned into this episode? Amazing. So you can't make this up. The realm of the imaginal pathway is the Shamans Portal. It's doing a cosmic dance with the Earth star for the first 10 days of Taurus, along with some other energetic centers. So we're kind of filtering through both of these energies through our heart, which is actually very galactic magical today. It's like creating a torsion field, and the universe is always working in our flavor. But she's this week's audio artist in my virtual medicine room, my podcast. Just remember to comment on your favorite audio room artists so I can have them back on for round 2. You can find that at Musing with Tonya Dee Podcast at tonyadee.tv/podcast, Apple, Spotify, Amazon. Pretty much just Google Musing with Tonya Dee, of course, right? And on Sundays, I do a mystery guest. I was going to change this, but I just like it. And it's got the moon, so it's got all the flavors that I love. But the 4 pillars chart, Rising of the Origins, it's a private community where I do a mystery guest and bring in their 4 pillars charts. And then I do have the Witcher's Way to Manifestation, which is on the highway soon. I'm recalibrating a handbook for this. It's being edited and choreographed. So yeah, it's out for your musing pleasure. But I'm also doing the Rising of the Origins, which is another 5-day free immersion. It's coming up June 1st. I'm also kind of editing that and creating a different handout to add to the container. So just all of that's happening for us. And then I don't know if you know, but I do magical cowrie shell divinations for one-on-one soul support sessions. It's part of the things I add to. The cowrie shells were actually brought to the West by Elder Malidoma Somé. He's an African shaman of the Dagara tribe in Dano, Burkina Faso. I'm a protege. I've been a student of his medicine since about 2012-ish until he transformed into the ancestor realm. So ashe and blessings to my friend. And also I am taking a few inspirited, like-minded medicine people out onto an adventure to Mongolia, doing a indigenous journey, if you will, with 6 medicine people, shamans of the land. And today, by divine design, I do have a gate activated, which I just recognize you probably do too. Not that you need to be a reflector for this, but I'm following the gate through the lunarities of the moon. So today I have 23 and 43, which is the genius freak, which I find curious. It's a connection from the ajna to the throat. So this is the channel of structuring, and that's where they call it the genius to freak channel. So it's kind of like having an insight through perspective, the way we work with psychic mediumship abilities and the angelic realms, just opening us up. It kind of acts as a portal or a gateway between the physical world and the other side. So I love that they call it the freak to genius. It's this concept of It's a concept of kind of just a different way to communicate, if you will, and using your mind by divine design. It's just, what do I want to say? It really is, it brings in the expression of our individual mind along with getting restructured or expressed. So it kind of has this magnitude, a range of total endless possible insights and expressions, but these expressions are kind of considered geniuses because they're like those influx of aha moments. And actually seeing this, it's like your speech and your skills and patience, speech skills to really reach out to the audience, which would be you. And this is actually a projector channel. So it's patience to wait for the recognition so that I do have the audience that's actually ready to hear what I have to say. It's the gift or the ability of the knower to empower others structurally. So it's always the channel of structuring. It's the ultimate gift to make things more efficient. So often on this day for myself, it's just having a self-realization about myself. If I can explain and be more efficient, then I have the ability to kind of transform and mutate things into newer forms and values. So it's a different role to play in transformation, but it's the structuring. So I found that actually quite curious, if you will. And then on the elemental highway, there we go. So this is what I was talking about. We've got a Yin Earth Rooster of a day, the Yayu, but the Yin Earth and the Dragon, that's our lymphatic system. It's the stomach, it's the spleen. So energetically, we are in the in-between seasons. And that's why I work with an energetic skincare line to bring balance to the body through the skin. The feet ethers work on the etheric level. I work on the etheric highway. So that's kind of how I came up with this cosmic dance that I do. But the Yin Earth is the earth that has many organisms living in the soil, living in it. Allergies. And did you know that that we actually need male and female trees, and the females actually take care of the pollen. So if you do have a lot of allergies, I did watch a TikTok, I know about trees, but just make sure you plant male and female trees. So I thought that was great because I am re-choreographing my village due to losing so many trees. So I just want to make sure for myself, I got both male and female because they actually are a necessity. It seems to be the thing that has kind of created the allergy situation is we weren't planting female trees. So I found that pretty curious. But Yin Earth is patient, thoughtful. It's great at understanding others. And the rooster is the performance. It's graceful performance coming from the Yin Earth day. So it's refined performance. And the dragon is actually not an ally. It's more like competition, sibling rivalry. Somebody's going to compete. But it's holding our wealth, keeping our power hidden. Within the dragon, it's hiding or kind of sleeping in the mountain. And remember, we go to the mountain to tell the mountain our secrets. And this might be going on inside of us, by the way. But the yang fire is the sun. It's a healthy resource. It's a mentor for us. It's shining light upon us so our light doesn't dim. We do have wealth in water. It's the wealth that we create, getting in the flow to earn. We may be losing creativity or steam to be creative, but it's in the baby steps, the process, when we produce something actually out of nothing. Does that make sense? So today, actually, it may be just a great day, literally, to get out and dig in the dirt, plant, do something earthy, planting your flowers, tulips, or whatever it is that you do. Maybe power wash your pavers in my case. Still not warm enough for myself, but just be your own best friend today. Love what you're doing and just say, oh my God, look what I did. And do that full pour of love, like pat yourself on the back. Yesterday, we did have 2 6s this week. Venus opening up to accept the new butterfly, which is yourself and myself. But today on the Cosmic Highway, the message I pulled, and you can't make the shift up, on a one day, the Ace of Coins in the season of Taurus. And the coins, are you picking up what I'm throwing down here? Coins, Earth season, the dragon along with Taurus. So it's very earthy kind of energy. It's physical, it's money, it's value, it's wealth. What are you producing? But it's also stable. The stability, the foundation, the dragon. So as with any ace, the Ace of Coins indicates a new beginning, the birthing of a new. So this is time in the material realm, in the material manifestation season. So the message kind of carries this raw potential of prosperity, the producing of self-love within ourselves, investing in ourselves. So now's not the time to kind of rest on our laurels. This is like beyond the magic moment, this opportunity, but we have to kind of nurture and see it through to the end, baby steps. And this is just, it's a magical sign, honestly. It's great. We should be excited about what is actually coming, what is birthing anew. And we still kind of have to continue to show up, do the work, especially shadow work. So if you've been waiting for permission to really go after something, do something, consider this like the permission slip from God Universe. And don't be surprised if everything comes together very easily and magical for you. It's like doing the cosmic soup, the brew. So it's kind of developing kind of the element of surprise. So while we have to go after what we want, Spirit is co-creating with us and is going to provide answers when we actually need them. Those aha moments, that gate, structuring gate, the genius to freak energy. So kind of be in the flow. Try not to get caught up in your specific vision. Be open to a variety of different outcomes, endless possibilities. And I would actually, I have a few mantras I'm saying daily that I am deserving of all of my heart desires. I am infinitely powerful in my spirit, and my spirit knowing I am powerful. I have everything I need to win, making it a win-win. I prefer those kinds of solutions. And I am one awesome being, right? So during the day, raising your self-love quotient to the magnitude of your heart and your inner child actually deserves, raising the bar, the value quotient, the Richtor scale. So where in your heart can you actually invest more time and energy into loving yourself more, validating yourself, patting yourself on the back, saying literally out loud, look what I did, look what I am creating. I started making my bed, if that gives you an idea. So it's just a day to dig into the dirt, do some earth rituals, connect with the earth star. The most magical times or moments in our lives are often those finite little bursts of insight. So we are in a moment, we're in the now, whether it's a long shower, a hot bath, whatever it is, the love we give unto ourselves by taking the weight, the expectations off of our shoulder, reminds me of the god Atlas. It gives love unto ourselves. Give love unto yourself first, creating an energy that brings light, freeing our spirit of all those hardships, knowing that we are priceless. We are deserving of all of the things in this life. We are creating with co-creator, but we got to, we have to install self-love first. So with all of that, blessings and ashe. I'll see you on the other side. Make it a magical weekend. Hopefully I'll see you on Sunday in the Rising of the Origins.
More into the imaginal realm, or is it a blend of the two?
It's a blend of both. Imagination and the imaginal realm is a very integral part of what I do and I believe in. And so it's a very important aspect of how I coach. But, it's the other techniques of regular coaching do come into practice as well.
No worries.
But anytime that I hear an image, I want us to come out of the thinking and go and work with the image, what the image asks for. Let's just get out of our thinking. And when we say that I am against a wall, or we say that, I'm on a mountain, or I'm on a hamster wheel, let's just go to the hamster wheel and see what it wants to do. And what am I doing? And, what's happening. But once you are in the image, then the image does the rest of thing for itself. It keeps on changing. It doesn't stay the same. And so you're out of the thinking process automatically once you are in the image.